السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Today we are dealing with the prisoner of Zenda. We are going to discuss chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3 and chapter 4. Let's get started. We come to question number 12. How did the king receive راسندل at the hunting lodge? كيف استقبل الملك راسندل في كوخ الصيد؟ He warmly welcomed him and wined and dined him. رحب به ترحيبا دافئا وقدم له طعام. Wine and dine mean entertain somebody with a meal. Number 13. How did the Duke exploit the king's gluttony and insatiability for food to achieve his plan to take the throne? كيف استغل الذوق حب الملك للطعام وشراهته له في أن يحقق أهدافه أو ينجز خطته في اعتلاء العرش. Number Then the Duke knew that the king was a big lover of food. He poisoned some cakes and asked Joseph to offer them to the king. The answer: the Duke knew that the king was a big lover of food, so he poisoned some cakes and asked Joseph to offer them to the king. علم الذوق بحب الملك للطعام، لذا سمى بعض الكحك وطلب أو أمر جوزيف خادمه أن يقدمه للملك at the end of the meal في نهاية الطعام. Question number 13. Luck played a vital role to get the coronation taken place at the appointed time or as it is planned. لعب الحظ دورا حيويا في أن يتم التتويج في الوقت المعين له أو as it is planned كما خطط له. Explain. Since both the king and Rasandel look like each other, Sab suggested that Rasandel take the place of the king or impersonate the king and attend the coronation instead. Since both the king and Rasandel حيث أن الملك وراسندل look alike يشبهون بعض. ساب suggests اقترح ساب that Rasandel take the place يحل محل of the king الملك or impersonate the king and attend the coronation instead ويحضر التتويج مكانه. 14. How did the economic and social situation of the capital city affect the political state? How did the economic كيف الوضع الاقتصادي and social situation والاجتماعي of the capital مدينة city affect the political state أثر في الوضع السياسي. Or the same question. There are local and social divisions in السلساو. Discuss. هناك تقسيمات اجتماعية ومحلية. اشرح. Or the same question. The districts in the city of السلساو represented the conflict between the king and his brother. Discuss. يعني التقسيمات أو الأحياء الضواحي الموجودة في مدينة السلساو تمثل الصراع بين الملك وأخيه. اشرح or illustrate. The answer: the city was partially old and partially new. المدينة كان مكونة من جزء قديم وجزء حديث. There were wide modern streets where rich people lived in big houses. هناك شوارع كبيرة واسعة حديثة حيث يعيش الأغنياء في منازل كبرى واسعة. Rich people supported the king. They didn't want things to change. Rich people supported the king. الأغنياء يؤيدون الملك. ليه؟ Why? They didn't want things to change. لا يريدون الأشياء أن تتغير، عايزين الحياة زي ما هي. What about the poor? The poor lived in the old town in tiny houses. أما الفقراء فهم يعيشون في المدينة القديمة في مساكن ضيقة. They supported the Duke because they wanted things to change and the Duke gave them hope for a better life or for a better future. يعيشون في منازل ضيقة. they supported the Duke يؤيدون الذوق because they wanted things to change. عايزين أشياء تتغير، عايزين الحياة تتغير، الدنيا تتغير. And the king or the Duke gave them الديوك الذوق أعطاهم hope أمل for a better future لمستقبل أفضل. 16. What happened at the hunting lodge at the time of coronation? ما الذي حدث أو وقت التتويج في منزل أو في الكوخ الصيد؟ Yes. يوهان mother and the king are gone. They are missing. اختفى كل من الملك وأم يوحنا. جوزيف is killed وقتل جوزيف. Fritz was reckless while Sabt was wise. Do you agree or not? فريدز متهور متسرع while Sabt بينما Sabt كان أكثر من حكمة was wise حكيما. Do you agree؟ هل تتفق مع ذلك أم لا؟ Explain or give examples or illustrate. I think that Sabt was wiser than Fritz. أعتقد أن Sabt أكثر حكمة من فريدز. Why? Sabt preferred not to tell people that their king was poisoned and asked Rasandel to take the place of the king. يعني Sabt preferred فضل to tell people أن يقول الناس that the king he preferred not to tell فضل ألا يقول للناس أن الملك تم تسميم أو سمم and asked Rasandel وطلب من Rasandel to take the place أن يحل محل or impersonate يشخص the king. What about Fritz? But Fritz wanted to tell people what happened to the king. لكن فريدز أراد أن يخبر الناس عما حدث للملك. Okay. Yes, another example, when Fritz knew that the king was kidnapped or abducted, he suggested that they shouldn't waste any time and they should plan how to attack Michael. يعني المثال الثاني, when Fritz knew that the king was kidnapped, عندما علم أن الملك تم اختطافه, he suggested that, اقترح أن they shouldn't waste any time, ألا يضيعوا الوقت, and they should plan, وأن يخططوا how to attack, كيف يهاجمون مايكل. But Sabt suggested that they should take things slowly. لكن سابت اقترح أن يأخذ الأمور ببطء وهدوء دون تهور ودون سرعة. Question number 18. Being involved, Rassendyll became more interested and had perfect plans. Illustrate. Being involved, كونه أصبح مسؤولا أو في مطبخ العمليات أو على سدة الحكم. Rassendyll became more interested. أصبح راسندل أكثر اهتماما. He became more interested and had perfect plans. ولديه خطط ممتازة. Illustrate. اشرح أو وضح. He decided to act like all kings by keeping some secrets even from people he could trust the most. He decided to act like kings. قرر أن تصرف الملوك كما يتصرف الملوك. ازاي؟ how? by keeping some secrets. يعني بالاحتفاظ ببعض الأسرار even from people he could trust most. حتى على الناس اللي هو يثق فيهم كثيرا أو أكثر الناس ثقة. His plan was to make himself as popular as he could. وكانت خطته أن يصبح أكثر شهرة, أن يكون مشهور أو تكون له شعبية كبرى عند شعبه as he could بقدر المستطاع. And he also decided to say nothing bad about Michael. وقرر ألا يقول شيئا سيئا عن مايكل. Then he paid another visit to Princess to gain her support. ودفع يعني زارها مرة أخرى حتى يحظى وينال تأييدها. And this is end of our second session, part 2. So please tell me it again. Goodbye, and please don't forget to bell the ring and subscribe under the tape. Thank you for watching, and tell me it again. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.